Hey everyone, Nut Free Mama here. Today I'm going to show you how to make s'mores cheesecake. Okay, let's start off with our ingredients. First, for the ganache, you're going to need 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. You can use any kind you like. I'm using milk chocolate because that's my favorite. Then you need 3/4 cup of heavy cream. That's for the ganache. Now, let's move on to the crust. So for the crust, you need 1 sleeve of graham crackers, and you want to crush those. Or if you already have the graham crackers in a can, like I did, you can just use the 1 1/3 cup of the crumbs. Then you need 5 tablespoons of melted butter, 1/4 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and then 1 sleeve of graham crackers separated into the sticks. So it should be 9 graham crackers, so 36 sticks here. Just be careful because they do tend to break when you're trying to break them, and you really need them to be in great condition. So that is for the crust. Now, for the cheesecake, you need 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese softened, 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1.5 cups of the cold heavy cream, which I have over here. And then you need a teaspoon of vanilla and 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And then you need mini marshmallows to top them with. So it doesn't give an exact measurement for those, so I just have a bag of the mini marshmallows. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start making our ganache. Oh, and of course you do need a springform pan because it is a cheesecake. So I have this 9-inch springform pan here. Alright, so for the ganache, you want to place your chocolate chips in a medium heat-proof bowl and just set those to the side. Then we are going to pour our 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream into a small saucepan. Heat that over medium heat, and when bubbles begin to break the surface around the edges of the pan, turn off the heat. Alright, I can see bubbles starting to form along my edges, so it's time to remove that from the heat. And we are going to pour it over our chocolate chips, whisking it constantly until the sauce is nice and smooth. Alright, that looks great. So next we're going to just set this to the side and let it cool and get to work on our crust. Okay, so to my bowl of graham cracker crumbs, I added the sugar, a pinch of salt, and my melted butter, and I'm just going to stir that together with a fork until it's nice and combined. And then I'm going to spray my springform pan with cooking spray and place all my crust onto the bottom. Okay, my crust is all mixed together. It looks pretty good to me, and I sprayed my springform pan, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour that into the bottom and press it down. Alright, that looks good. Now it says pour half of the ganache over the crust. Alright, that looks good. Now I am going to line my graham crackers like this along the edges of the pan, just in a straight line. Alright, mine are all lined. Don't pay attention to that one that kind of did a little timber. I kind of pressed them down a little, but I still have a lot of the graham crackers, so I'm not sure what that's about. Obviously, you don't need the whole full sleeve for this. I only used about 6, a little bit less than 6. So if you don't want to break all yours, you definitely don't have to do that. But we could definitely maybe use these for the top, or we'll have no problem eating them. So let's go ahead and push this to the side and get to work on our cheesecake layer. Alright, so for the cheesecake, first you want to make sure that your cream cheese is softened, and we're going to beat that with an electric mixer for about 2 minutes until it's nice and soft and combined. Alright, that looks great. So next we're going to add in our powdered sugar and just beat that to combine. Okay, that looks combined to me. I'm going to go ahead and take a spatula and clean up the sides of the bowl, scrape down the sides, and then we're going to slowly add in our whipping cream and just beat that on high until stiff peaks form. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. I beat mine for 8 minutes on high. I'm not sure if that's long enough or not, but I'm going to go ahead and add in my salt and vanilla and just stir that until it's all combined. Alright, that looks great. So we are going to go ahead and pour that over top of our ganache layer. Alright, my cheesecake layer is added. I just took my time with that to make sure I didn't knock over any of my graham crackers and I didn't disturb my ganache too much. And I just smoothed it out with the spatula. Alright, next I'm going to pour my ganache over there. I'm going to just give it a little stir with a spoon and just put it on as easily as possible because I do not want to disturb my cheesecake layer. Alright, that actually poured in there so nicely. Didn't disturb my cheesecake layer at all. I just smoothed it over a little bit with a spoon, but I didn't even really have to do that. So next we are going to top this with our mini marshmallows. And we are going to have to wrap it and put it in the refrigerator for at least 5 hours. Alright, that looks great. I pretty much used my whole bag of mini marshmallows, so if you get the 10-ounce bag, you'll use pretty much all of them. And next, we are going to wrap it and put it in the freezer. I said refrigerator, but it has to be in the freezer for at least 5 hours. Okay, my cheesecake just came out of the freezer. Mine was probably in there for about 7 hours. So I am going to go ahead and put my oven on broil. You just want to go ahead and broil that on, I'm going to do low. And we're just going to do that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Just keep watching it. You just want your marshmallows to toast like a real s'mores. Alright, that just came out of the oven. And I did have to put my broiler on high. Low just was kind of melting them, but it didn't get the little toasted effect. So they look so cute. Just keep watching them, like I said, to make sure they don't burn. So next I am going to try to go ahead and remove this from the springform pan. Just remove the outer edging, and then we'll see what Taste Tester thinks. Alright guys, my pan came off beautifully. As you can see, this looks so great. We're going to cut into it and see what our Taste Tester thinks. Okay, Taste Tester, have a little taste.
Okay. Yum. Yum.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, come back and see us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.